Greetings everyone, welcome back to Nick's Mods. Strakk's always had one of the more unique Glatorian silhouettes, with his sharp hunch, gangly limbs, and that giant axe. Not the most imposing character, but pretty iconic in this era of Bionicle, which makes modding him kinda tricky. Fill him out too much, and Strakk's iconic features are dulled. Stretch him out too much, and he becomes a caricature. It's a delicate balance, but I think I got it. The changes began in his torso, which may seem like the worst place to start since that's kind of his whole thing. But I needed to know from the beginning if this was going to work. I traded that 90-degree bend for a ball-jointed waist, which made him pose more expressively, but kinda lost that hunchback look. To remedy this somewhat, I swapped his Toa Metru arm neck for a much jankier Slicer one. But even that didn't really look right until I added an Anika foot backpack, with that heel spur sticking out like a gross notch on a spine, and the grooves on the edges even kinda looking like ribs from some angles. The hunch started coming back, but his true spine is a Metru bone connecting his neck to his waist. This whole custom torso is essentially built around an arm. Couldn't really fit a chest bulb in there this time, more like a chest lens, but his body came together pretty well. The shoulders were frustrating. They jutted forward even more awkwardly than official Malum's, and just bulking them up from behind didn't help. Even stuck on the sides like modded Malum's shoulders, they frayed outwards too much, but I was eventually able to attach them at an angle, wrapping around other plates pretty solidly with those curved hooks. Swapped the Metru shins for Anika ones, keeping Strakk slightly more mechanical looking than other Glatorian I've shared, with those smooth, muscular shells held in by white bars this time, surprisingly not clashing that much. But once a figure grows to be this heavy, this is where you start seeing joint extenders over those brittle Bionicle sockets. While it makes his ankles ride a little high, I do like the added gray as a mid-tone. Those inward spikes are an accident. They pointed outward before I took his feet off and put him back on, but I think they suit him better this way. Kicking someone with a dew claw seems like a very Strakk thing to do. Also extended the axe's handle with a pointy bit, and made a shield that actually protects his hand, if not his eyes. No axles here, the shield halves themselves keep it together. His pelt is the same as Malum's, but that combined with the axe, shield, and ice motif give him this whole Nordic vibe that's really distinct on Magna. I made his thighs dark blue, feeling his original color scheme was a bit too broken up, but some light blue is essential, so I kept it near the top where all his special frosted molds are. Lastly, I subtly sprinkled icy blue studs throughout. Not enough to be busy or obnoxious, just cool. His eyes are a slightly warmer shade of blue, more in line with his bones, but I like how they pop against the cooler blue elements. I love Strakk. He's cold in a way that Kopaka isn't. Kopaka at least might secretly like you. Strakk couldn't give a spoiled Thornax about anyone but Strakk. And while his transformation was slightly more extreme than Malum's or Gresh's, Strakk still feels like Strakk to me. That's it for today. If you want to support this project, check out my books on Amazon and itch.io, and my Patreon page where you'll see these videos a week early, along with patron exclusive content for private tiers and up. See you next mod. Toodles!